What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to today's watch along. England against the Ukraine to see who takes on Denmark in the Euros semi-final. As always, this stream has been brought to you in association with our sponsors, Boiled Sports. Boiled Sports do have their famous 10 quid no lose offer on around this game and all England games throughout the Euros. Get yourselves over to the Boiled Sports app, have a little look on there, put a tenner on any market around the England game. If that doesn't come up for you, Boiled Sports will refund you that as a 10 quid free bet. That offer is open to UK and Irish residents age 18 plus, and as always, please do gamble responsibly. Look, ladies and gentlemen, let's get stuck into this. I want to just mess around with my camera a little bit here. Hang on, just want to make myself a little bit higher in the shot for you. There you go. There we are. How are we? Lovely to see you all. Thank you for being here with me. I know you could be anywhere, but as Jay-Z, and I keep using this, as Jay-Z keeps saying, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I mean, what a treat we've had in the Euros so far, and you know, this game hopefully will be no different. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'll run through the team news in a couple of moments, he says as he scrambles to get the team news up on his phone. Don't worry folks, I got you covered. Right, let's run through the team news really quickly. For the Ukraine, and of course I'm absolutely dreading reading these names out, so to any Ukrainian people watching, I apologise in advance for how terrible my pronunciations are. Bushan, Zarabanov, Kristov, Matyavenko, Karev, Sarichuk, Zinchenko, I know him, Mialenko, Sharapenko, Yarmolenko, and Yermachuk, and that is it. That is the first and only time I will mispronounce those names, and again, I sincerely apologise. For the England team, fairly confident I'll get these ones right. Jordan Pickford, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, Jadon Sancho, Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling, and Harry Kane. I got that one right, well done there. I mean, I did quite well with the English names. You think I'd get them right? Speaking that, you know, think that is my first language and all. I say first language, that implies I have a second language. I don't. The English is the only one that I do have. Sorry folks. Sorry folks. Right, what have you got? Sorry, I just had to reply to a quick message there. I'll be choosing you over Goldbridge any day, said Canada. Well, look, Mark's got to have good fun on his stream. And again, if you're an England fan, absolutely don't forget he's there watching that. But you're here with me, and that's good. We'll have a little bit of fun as well. Neil Gael get a good Craig. Not really, to be honest with you, mate. You know, Kupla fuckle, but that's about it, really. And that wasn't a swear word, by the way, for anybody who's wondering that doesn't speak Irish. It basically meant I have a few words of Irish. That's all I was saying. Kupla fuckle means a couple of words. Ignore the haters, mate. Stavin, I don't really want to talk about it on the stream, but, you know, I'm putting on a brave face doing this stream because, you know what, I have to. It's showtime. It's time to come on and you know, make people smile and have a bit of fun. But I tell you what, mate, I'm fucking hurting big time. But look, that's for another day. We'll concentrate in the game today. 111,000, nice, said Mick Wall. Yeah, I noticed that just before we started, Mick, and I'm over the moon with it, buddy. I mean, 111,000. Here we go, as Fabrizio would say. We're on the way. 4-0 to England, said Grant. What are we thinking on this one? Look, I'll be honest with you, I can't see how England don't progress through here with, you know, no disrespect meant to the Ukraine, but I can see how maybe Denmark will give England a headache. I can absolutely see how Spain or Italy will give them a tough game, but, you know, Denmark, they have high intensity. Italy, high intensity. Spain, technical proficiency. The Ukraine, again, I just can't see it. But, you know, we never know what's in store. I didn't think that Switzerland would knock out France. That happened, so here we go. Road to 150k, said Josh Thompson. And again, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, there is still time to get yourselves over to the Boyle Sports app to get that 10 quid no lose offer around all the England games in the Euros. Stick a tenner on. If it doesn't come in on any single marker or any marker around the England games, Boyle will refund you that as a tenner. Job's a good one. Right, can we get a Ric Flair woo? No, that's reserved for just Liverpool games, ladies and gentlemen. Fabrizio confirmed that Barella won't leave Inter. Look, he's a wonderful footballer. Now, I was sent a little bit of something earlier on around a certain midfielder who Liverpool are apparently talking with, but do I hold it back for tomorrow's late night agenda, or do I tell you now that it might be Renato Sanchez? Oh, did that slip out? Silly goose. Yeah, apparently, again, this is just something we get sent, something I've seen as well. Liverpool want Renato Sanchez. That's, you know, take from that what you want. This is somebody sent this to me, and I've seen it in a few other places as well, so keep an eye on that situation, but don't trust Uncle Craigo. I'm not telling you it's happening. Joanne, it's official, we are live. Joanne has put in the onset super sticker. Boom, there you go. What happens in betting with shared golden boot winners? Do you know, I don't know. And myself and Mark were talking about this earlier on That's Football around the golden boot. I don't know, mate. And right now, Schick and Ronaldo, I think, are joint, aren't they? With 5 goals in the tournament. And obviously, Schick can't score anymore. Ronaldo can't score anymore. So you're looking at what? Maybe Raheem Sterling. He has 3 in the tournament so far. Harvey Elliott or Amad Diallo. I mean, I don't get the point of the question, mate. 2 young players. 2 undoubtedly talented young players. One of them is at United and one of them happens to be at a good club. Do you know what I mean? Now look, they're 2 good players, buddy, and I wouldn't swap Harvey Elliott for anyone, and I'm sure United fans wouldn't swap Diallo, so just enjoy the players while they're at the club. Just Flame YouTube said Ukraine 2-1. It's been a long time since we heard a whoo. Oh mate, I tell you, my throat's been appreciating me not giving out the whoos, because my god, it's rough on the old throat. What have we got? One place said that dead heat rule applies when it's shared. I don't know what that means either, Connor, to be honest with you. Craig, did I put money on Maguire to score a header? Oh, I did, yeah. Maguire to score a header. I've got money on John Stones to score a header. I've got money on Harry Kane to score from outside the box. I like these. I like a few little quid, 2-3 quid on these type of things. Last night I got Insigne up to score from outside the box, which was great. So yeah. Thoughts on David McGoldrick? I can't say I really have too many thoughts on David McGoldrick, to be honest. Hey mate, what's your Twitter? Keep up the good work. It's at Craig Holden, HOULDEN, but how often you'll see me on there now, mate, I just don't know. What do we got? Who do I support? Who do I want to win? I've said the same for the entire tournament, mate. I just want to be entertained. I just want to enjoy the football. I don't really care who wins, who doesn't win. I just want to be entertained and enjoy the Euros, which I think, to be fair, we've had a cracking tournament so far. I mean, I watched the Copa America as well. I watched both sets of games at night and that. And to say it's night and day between the 2 tournaments has been mad. I mean, this has been brilliant. So much better as of a tournament than the Copa America has been. You heard about the rumour about Sanchez to Liverpool. I did mention it, Dave, a couple of minutes ago. Yes, and look, again, take everything with a pinch of salt until he's doing what used to be the Melwood lean, which is now, of course, the Kirby lean. We say nothing. We just wait and see what happens. Jimbo from Mexico said, hi Craig, I'm new here. Welcome in, Jimbo. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, buddy. Drop a like on the video as well. And please do keep your comments coming. As you can see, we've hit 111k, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Craig, have I been to Kinsale in County Cork? I actually have, Liam, and Cork's a beautiful part of the country. Messi or Ronaldo? I don't even need to answer that question. The chat knows the answer already, mate, so somebody in the chat will let you know what my answer is, because that's a question that I get asked on a daily basis, and the answer remains consistent. Finally, I'm not late, said B-Bro. There you are, mate. Nice to have you in. Thank you, Jimbo. Appreciate that, man, and great to have you with us. Welcome to the family. Who's your player of the tournament so far? It's so difficult, because there's been some cracking performances. Like Sommer was brilliant for Switzerland. I honestly don't know. Barella stood out for me, but then again, you could probably pick 2 or 3 Italian players who've been really good. I don't know. I'm glad that I don't have to choose it, put it that way. I've heard that when it goes to assists when a player played less games. That's interesting, David. It's a fair question. I honestly don't know the answer to it around what happens. I mean, I'm sure maybe one of the bookies on social media, or maybe at Boyle Sports, ask them, and they might be able to tell you what the story is with regards to a shared golden boot in a tournament like this. This is my second time watching you. Well, hopefully, Super Nathan, it ain't your last, mate. Great to have you back with us. I like the stream, said Jimbo. Good man. It's been Spinazzola, or it was Spinazzola for me, said Kamla. He's had an excellent tournament. I mean, the Italians have been super impressive, haven't they? Are you a Goldberg now? I don't know what that means. Sorry, mate, I've no idea what you mean by that. Should Liverpool sign Insigne? 100% no. No. He's not good enough for Liverpool. He's inconsistent, and is he capable of moments of brilliance? Absolutely, but he does not do it consistently enough. And plus, he's like 29 or something now, isn't he, Insigne? It's great seeing you on That's Football, but nothing's better when you come home to AA. Yeah, this is my version of It's Coming Home. You know, when I'm coming back to my channel, to our family. And do you know what the best part about it is? Of course, well, there's two great things about it. Firstly, I get to chat with you guys, and I love you, and you know I love you, and I really appreciate this. But most importantly, and I won't lie, this big red and white beauty that I get to sit on, because when I'm on That's Football, I have to sit on a computer chair, and I don't get the relaxing throne that I get to sit on here. Staying for next season, I don't know what you mean by staying, but I will 100% be on Anfield agenda, yes. Goldberg is part of Mark's channel. Is he? I don't know anybody on Mark's channel called Goldberg, but there you go. England versus Italy final, who wins? Italy. Honestly, I can't see how England beat Italy. I can't. If Italy play like they did against Belgium, that Italy shows up, I tell you what, it'll take one hell of a performance to beat them. Heads up, Craig, you're brilliant at what you do. Thank you, man. I'm just a normal dude having a bit of fun and, you know, trying to put a smile on some people's faces. Did I hear that Camille Grabara has joined Copenhagen? I did, yes. And again, one of those that has undoubted talent. Camille Grabara has had some loan spells. But another young player that wants to go and play football, and he's not going to get in ahead of Alisson, is he? Realistically, Queeveen Kelleher is a fine goalkeeper as well. We've got Pitaluga at the club as well. So I mean, probably best for Camille, and I wish him all the best at Copenhagen. And they've got themselves a fine young goalkeeper. So, as Connor was put into the chat, become an official member of the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel. You can click on that link. That will bring you to the membership part of the page. It is $4.99 a month, like any other channel's memberships. Most other channels' memberships. You get the emojis. You get into the Anfield Agenda Discord group. You get the Anfield Agenda badge. Beside your name, that badge changes colour the longer you're with us. And you also, your name will appear in green to me and other members, making it easier to spot your comments. Renato Sanchez will be a good signing for you. He would, Grant. Yes, I'll be more than happy if we did sign him. Keep your head up, Craig, mate. Keep doing what you're doing and making us smile. Look, do you know what the most frustrating thing is? And it sounds weird to say this because it's always done with good intent, but people telling me to ignore it. People telling me to ignore the hate. I can't. So I've said this before. There's two sides of me. There's the normal me. Just the me, but there's the emotional side of me, which gives the good moments on here, which gives the Ric Flair woos, which gives the anger, and that's a part of me that gets triggered when I see stuff about me that's a lie, and that, you know, people use my mental health, my openness about mental health and my mental health struggles against me. I've done nothing to any of these people, nothing. I've done nothing to all the people from Liverpool that seem to hate me, other than try to help out their city, donate money to food banks, buy kids Christmas presents when their parents have been struggling, bought game consoles for people, loaned people money when they've been struggling. I've done so much stuff that I don't ever, or haven't ever spoken about, because I think it's the right thing to do. And yet I just keep getting fucking abuse for a city that I've done nothing but spread the good word about because I love it dearly. And I'm human like anybody else, and I am absolutely hurting right now. I'm hurting big time, but I'm not letting them win. I'm not letting them stop me doing these streams, and I'm going to keep doing it. And but I am human, and just, you know, saying ignore it, to me, I'm sorry, with Asperger's and the way my brain works, it doesn't work like that. I have to see it. I have to know what it's there. And I'm not in a great place, but it's not going to stop me. We're going to have fun. We're going to come on here and we're going to have 2 hours of fun together. Mark said stuff about me. I don't know what the fuck that means, mate. Again, it's very random, vague stuff. If you want to say whatever someone says about me, put it in the chat. Hey Craig, still a long way to go, but Klopp deserves to be backed. Oh, mate, defo. I mean, yeah, look, you're right. There is a long way to go in the window. It's very difficult when nothing has really happened yet to get angry, but I understand why there is that impending fear of doom, because, you know, we've had these really quiet windows where we're hoping and nothing's happened. But, you know, let's wait and see. Look, the teams are out at Rome on the pitch right now. National Anthem's about to be played, and let's see how this one works out. I'm going to go for a 2-1 England win. I think maybe Ukraine might pull one back, but I can't see them being good enough to beat England. Goldbridge just said Craig was too emotional. That's me. I never apologise for it. I'm an emotional person. So if Mark said I was too emotional, okay, very easy to fix that. I just don't go on that football anymore. Simple. I am who I am, and I'm not going to apologise for it. I'm me, and that's me. I am an emotional person. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the context was in that, but I'd be very surprised if Mark was speaking. No, in fact, I refuse to believe that Mark would speak negatively about me, because he's a friend of mine and I trust him. And yeah, I trust Mark implicitly, so, you know, I don't think that that's the case. What have we got? Right. Every single YouTuber goes through the same thing. No, they don't. Not the way I have. Because I'm open about my mental health struggles. I'm open that my mother killed herself. I'm open that my father drank himself to death. I'm open that I had a breakdown and ended up in a mental hospital. I've been open about all of that stuff. I've broken down and cried, and people have used it against me. So every YouTuber gets hate. I understand that, and I don't mind people that say shit. No problem with that whatsoever. But using my mental health openness, which I try and use to show people that we're all messed up at times, we all need help, nothing wrong with it. Put yourself out there. To have these absolute low-life scumbags use that against you, that hurts, man. That hurts. And I won't lie to you, it hurts. It does. So please, yeah, that's just, it's a condescending kind of thing to say to somebody. Like, oh, ignore it, or everybody goes through it. No, they don't. I'm sorry, they don't. Right, what have we got? Ukraine belting out the national anthem now, and we are going to get on the way. So give me your score predictions in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you very much for being with us. Really appreciate you giving up your time. If England by some chance do go out, Mark will be getting pelters from me in WhatsApp mess and winding them up. Love your work from India. Lots of love to you as well, dude. Thank you. Craig, Mark didn't say anything bad. He said you're a lovely human, the best person he's worked with. That's exactly what I would thought. I was, you know, that's why I said I don't believe that Mark would have said that bad about me, because I know Mark. I know Mark very well, and Mark is a lovely fella, and he wouldn't do that behind someone's back. So that's why I said I didn't believe it. Oh look, your old lady has worms, Craig. Yeah. Do you know what, Donny Mac? Honestly, mate, yeah, my ma is buried in the ground, and she probably does have worms. You're right, mate. But let me say this to you, fella. I hope you never lose anybody in your life to suicide, mate. I sincerely hope that you nor any of your family ever feel a day's pain, mate. Because the pain that I felt when my mother killed herself, I tell you, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So, you be a big Billy Big Bollocks there sitting behind your fucking keyboard, mate. But I promise you, if you ever see me in the street and come up to me, I will fucking bury you for what you just said about my mother, you horrible prick. And I mean that. This is no threat. That's a fucking promise. You ever see me in the street, come up and say that to me, because I promise you, mate, you'll be joining her, you fucking low-life cunt. I'm gonna track you down, mate. I'm gonna find your fucking IP address, and you will be reported for that. So, you might be a fucking 13-year-old sitting at home, mate, but your parents can expect a solicitor's letter coming through their door box, mate. I promise you, I will fucking find out who you are, what your IP address is, and where you live. That isn't a threatening promise. I mean, from a legal standpoint, I am going to fucking take you or your parents to the cleaners, you little cunt. Heads up, Craig, you've achieved more in your life than any of them ever will. Mental health struggles plus you have us. But you've seen it there again, straight away in the chat, talking about my dead mother. I'm only in here 5 fucking minutes. Hey Craig, I normally don't send super chats, but wanted to say please keep your head up. Love watching you, and that's football generally brighten up my day. Thank you. Right, we're about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Ukraine will be kicking off, playing from left to right. And little bitch boy sitting at home. I'm not fucking joking, mate. Keep an eye on your letterbox. We're underway. Oh, wrong one, Craig. Wrong clock. Oh God, I'm messing up everything. There we go. I'm about 2 seconds behind. Honestly, I don't get people. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Right, England in possession. Oh, and mate, by the way, just to that little scumbag, I've already got people looking into it, mate. So don't worry. I've found plenty of people before. It won't take me longer than half an hour to track down exactly who you are and exactly where you live, and instruct our family solicitor to make sure that your little mammy and daddy know exactly what their little dickhead of a son is like. Trust me, pal. Trust me. I'm gonna make your life a fucking nightmare now. You caught me on the wrong day, dickhead. You really caught me on the wrong fucking day. Anyway, England in possession. I apologise to the rest of the chat for my language and for my tone, but I'm really hurting today, and that's the last thing I needed. Ukraine with a ball out down right hand side. Goes out of play, it'll be a throw in. Luke Shaw to take the throw in now, left hand side. Looked like a foul throw to me, to be honest. So actually, I've often said I don't really rate Kyle Walker too much, but he's impressed me in this tournament for England so far. I think that back three suits him a lot better. I'll be interested to see now if England do really push on in this game and look to be more attack minded than they have been. Sterling now in possession, left hand side. Shaw. Can I ask some England fans a question, genuinely? And we touched on this on That's Football earlier on, but why is Grealish on the bench again? I mean, I think he's had 3 goal involvements in this tournament for England so far, and I get the whole bring him off the bench when teams are tired and stuff, but I don't get why Gareth Southgate isn't starting him. What got me into YouTube? Connor Daniel. I used to do podcasts, and Connor said give it a bash on YouTube, and thankfully Connor, as he always is right on these things. Kane, switch of play by him across right hand side now. Walker brings it under control, rolls it out to Jadon Sancho. I tell you what, Mount's gone down there. There's a few appeals from the England players. I haven't seen a replay of it yet. I'd be interested to see if this is looked at. England are carrying on in possession. Calvin Phillips rolls it across to Rice. Sterling now. Kane. 1-0. Harry Kane scores. England have the goal. 1-0. Harry Kane for England after 3.5 minutes. There you go. 2 more for you to get. Harry, and Craig gets that bet that I had on with Boyle Sports Up. I told you about that special I had on earlier on. 14-1 for Lukaku, Ronaldo and Harry Kane all to score 4. That's Kane second. England are 1-0 up after less than 4 minutes. So the penalty shouts are relevant now because Harry Kane's just given England the lead. Look at that, Raheem Sterling, what a tournament he's having. Plays it through, lovely ball, still a lot of work to do for Harry Kane, but Harry Kane lifts it up, it does hit off the goalkeeper, it goes in, and England are 1-0 up. There you go. Is that good for the game, bad for the game? I guess we'll have to see, but what we know is England are 1-0 up. Very good finish by Kane. Excellent work by Raheem Sterling as well. Perfect start if you're an England fan. Let's see what Ukraine can do, or if they can do anything to respond. Ukraine now, left side. What a start. If you're an England fan right now, you're thinking, in dreamland. I did question earlier on, and that's football. I was saying to Mark, will maybe the mental toll of beating Germany and the physical exertion that went into that play into this? Nope. England have started like a house on fire here, and you know, as I said, Raheem Sterling continues his very good form for England in the Euros with a wonderful setup there. Thank you, Josh Thompson, for the super chat, dude. Keep your head up, class. Lots of love. Thank you, buddy. Much love right back to you. Did I see the ridiculous article linking Granit Xhaka? I didn't, mate, but I agree with you, Yordi, buddy. That is, that's poo-poo of the highest order, sir, isn't it? I think I want to have a replay just for. Hang on, we're playing this. I still don't know if that would have been a penalty on Mount. It looked a bit soft. That's what I was replaying back. What's the ref giving here? Is he giving Ukraine a free or? Yep, it is a free kick to the Ukraine. Wide right hand side. What Liverpool link with Xhaka? There is none. An article, yes, I'm sure it probably exists, but there's no truth to it. You don't need to worry yourself about that. We won't be seeing Granit Xhaka. Ukraine appealing for a handball here. Referee seems unmoved. That's two kind of half early penalty shouts we've had in the game. Ukraine keep possession, moving across left side. That early goal's probably done the game the world of good, you know. Again, thank you so much to you guys for coming across and dropping in to be with us today. I know there's so many options with England they're playing, and you to be here with an Irish man having a bit of fun, I appreciate it. I sincerely do. And I do want to apologise again for the language and the tone I used at the start of the stream for that trolling comment, but I had just come off Twitter. I was very upset before the stream, so I was a few minutes late, and when I opened up again and I seen that comment about my mother, you know, it hit a nerve. And I should know better. I should try to do better. But what I am joking about is I will find him, and I will make sure that if he's a kid, his parents know what he's been up to, and if he's an adult, you know, I will take any legal options open to me on it, because that's unacceptable. I'm sorry. But I am sorry to you guys and our sponsors. I sincerely apologise. That's unprofessional of me, and I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. But there we go. And by the way, where's my wash and go, love? Do you know what I mean? We were on that football earlier on. It was wash and go sponsoring it, and I'm just thinking, yeah, what about me? What about El Craigo? Do you know what I mean? I can put a bit of wash and go on. I can wear a wig. Calvin Phillips now moved it across left side to Shaw. We do have, by the way, subscriber only chat turned on now, which is a function on the account. Funnily enough, Connor said to me, you know, let's leave it a few days before we make it. You know, people have to be subscribed a week or two before they can comment. That backfired in about 20 minutes. So, yeah, we'll have to look at that. But the function is now on, so only people who are subscribed to the channel. Not a member. I'd never do that to you guys. But we do have subscriber only chat turned on, which is great. So hopefully it cuts down some of the nonsense for all YouTubers. I think it's a very good function that YouTube have brought in. And anyway, here we go. John Stones plays it across right hand side. Would I take Malinovsky? I don't know much about him, mate. I don't. Berea news seems to be that Inter don't want to sell him, site. There had been some articles linking us to Nicolas Berea, and I love him. You know, I've said that for a while. He's a fine footballer. But with Inter having sold Hakimi, they've solved a lot of their financial headaches, and I think it would take a huge sum of money now to get Nicolas Berea out of there. So I don't see Liverpool being in from this summer, and the news seems to be that Inter want him to stay. Spitfire said Mark never said anything about you. I know, we covered that earlier on, mate. I said that I knew he wouldn't. What have we got? Why are you floating? Full camo mode. Do you know what I mean, Quinch? Do you know what I mean? I'm here, I'm there. Where am I? Do you know what I mean? Full camo mode. Can't see me anywhere. Just a floating head. Ukraine on the attack. It's sniffed out by Declan Rice and he clears it. Kane. He gives the ball away. Ukraine have it back. Craig has the best LFC channel. Well, Luke, when you're right, mate. It's not Craig, though. It's Craig, Connor, and all of you guys, because it's a community channel. We do this together. Craig's reactions to Liverpool-Barcelona comeback are still legendary. I won't lie, mate. I watch them back occasionally as well, because I just like to feel what it was like again. Because, you know, that was special for all of us. I mean, what a night. I'll never, as long as I live, I'll never forget that night. Don't care if the channel gets 5 million subscribers. I don't think that feeling that night will be beaten. It was special, wasn't it? Just special. Craig floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. I've got a better one for you. Float like a butterfly, stings like when I pee. Haha, there you go. Little better one for you, David. I have robbed that from somebody. I don't know who, by the way. I can't remember. How much is Gravenberch worth? I think his price tag is probably around the 30 million euro mark. Maybe 35. Here we go. Kyle Walker on the attack again. Right side for England. Cross is blocked and it goes out for a throw-in. I think Berea or Tielemans would solve two problems in midfield. Goals and legs. I would have either of them. Derek, mate, happily. Hey Craig, how was your watch along for the FIFA Club World Cup? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember when Liverpool did it, how it was, mate. Yeah, I remember there being a lot of Brazilians in the chat, obviously a lot of flamenco fans, but other than that I don't remember it. Connor on the Captain Morgans, he was excellent that night. Yeah, he was definitely in good form, Mr. Crosby, that night. It was good fun, great night. That was for the Champions League final though. Shaw to Raheem Sterling. England playing with a bit of swagger here. Maguire. Out right hand side. Goes out, another England throw in. Who do I think would be cheaper, Barnes or Tielemans? I'd say Harvey Barnes. Oh, but maybe he wouldn't because he's English. See, that's the quandary, isn't it? What's the unspoken of English tax there? I mean, I take both of them. I've said to you guys for ages, I think Harvey Barnes would be a natural fit in a Klopp system. But he is coming back from an injury as well. But there was a good piece, I think, written by... who was it again? Andrew Beasley did a little piece in the Echo, and Andrew Beasley's an excellent football statistician, does stuff I think on the Tompkins Times as well, very knowledgeable guy. And he wrote a piece suggesting that maybe Liverpool are playing the long game on Harvey Barnes, and excuse me, and that could be true, and I also want it to be true. Craig, favourite Liverpool win over Manchester United in the last 5 seasons? The one where Salah whipped his top off, showed the L6 pack immediately, the late second goal. What do you think? What position Liverpool should strengthen? We need an attacking midfielder, I would say, more than anything, and I do like me a wide forward, a pacey forward, so those two, and we're tickety boo. Jeremy Doku, let's go get him. Just do it. Just go get Jeremy Doku. The interest goes back 3 years. Please get that done, Mr. Edwards. Thank you very much, sir. Craig, can you say Sir Harold of Tottenham? Of course, Sir Harold of Tottenham. It's mine. That's my little phrase. Salah has an 8-pack. Yeah, but I've got a keg, Liz. Do you know what I mean? He's got an 8-pack, but I've got a keg. I mean, God, yeah. I mean, professional footballers these days, you know, their physiques are ridiculous. Look at Ronaldo. What age is he now? 35? Still ridiculous. Still like an Adonis. It's mental, isn't it? Lads, you know, us mere mortals can't really aspire to that without some of the El Mexican supplements, if you know what I mean. Who scored? It was Sir Harold of Tottenham. Ukraine now on the attack. Strike. Decent save from Pickford. He's angry at his defence. He does like getting angry out, Jordan Pickford, doesn't he? And you know, usually I'd mock him for that, but when I was a keeper, I was full-blown lunatic. I'd give everybody abuse. Even if I made a mistake, everybody else would be getting abuse. But again, he's had a good tournament for England. I'll give that to Jordan Pickford. Made some very good saves. And again, he was in the right position there. Cross comes in, headed away, it's up in the air. Again, half clear, but as the chat has rightly said, Ukraine are starting to come into this game now. You know, I think we've got ourselves a good game on our hands here, folks. Do you know what I always laugh about, by the way? I've said to you guys for months and months at a time that I'm not a huge fan of international football. And again, I am a massive hypocrite because I've loved these Euros. Of course, I'd loved it more if Ireland were involved, but my God, have we not been entertained? It's been amazing. That game, that day we had the 14 goals in it. Like that was. I mean, does international football get better than that in a day? That was unbelievable. Who has a better header, you or Nat Phillips? Oh, Nat Phillips, definitely. Nat Phillips, the king of headers. I mean, I'm a bigger header in general, and that's a very Irish phrase. I don't know if people get that. It means a bit of a nut job, but yeah, no. I mean, Nat Phillips would head at, wouldn't he? Do you know what I mean? The man just, the ball's glued to his head. Thank you for the lovely words in the chat, by the way. Too many people to read out individually, but appreciate it. Shit, my LTV's turning off because it hasn't been touched for a while. There we go. I should really turn the standby mode thing off, but you know, I like to keep it. I like to save electricity where possible. These Euros have been really good, said Liz, plus I crave football a little bit more. Yeah, I dread to think, Liz, what life would be like right now if we didn't have the Euros and you know, the lads were off on holidays and we were waiting for pre-season and not much transfer news happening. It's definitely been a lovely way to fill time. We've got Wimbledon on, we've got the Olympics coming up, the Copa America's on as well. I've been watching that, although it hasn't been anywhere near as entertaining as the Euros. Yordi T, thank you for the super chat. You're very generous, dude. You should become a member, by the way, mate. I mean, you know, I always say this to people. Love that you send super chats. Thank you so much. But for less than you've sent there, you could get a whole month's membership on the channel. But anyway, back to your comment, dude. It said, my dream players I'd like to see at Liverpool are Doku, Sanchez, Reina, Bellingham and Mbappe, mate. I mean, I think you've nailed that list, Yordi. You've nailed that, fella. I don't disagree with a single name on that list, and I can guarantee you that we're interested in at least 3 of them. We can hear it in the background. You can't hear the TV because it's on silent. What you can hear is the fan over here to my right. I have a fan blowing cold air on me because it gets warm under these lights, but no, I always have my TV completely on mute because of copyright reasons. It's the fan that you can hear. There's I'll show you. Yeah. I have this fella blowing cold air on me. I have it on its lowest setting because I don't want to you know, I don't want to deafen people with it, but yeah, that's what you're hearing. Oh wait, you accidentally turned on your TV. There you go. At least I won't get a copyright strike over it, Adam. It's all good as long as I'm not getting a copyright strike, mate. Ewan said it's been class having so much football. What did I think of Gabriel Jesus' karate kick? I mean, I love to debate a red card, buddy, but that was cuckoo. It was nuts, wasn't it? I mean, I don't know what he was doing. Brazil had just scored. They'd gone 1-0 up. And then he goes full on Daniel LaRusso. If you haven't seen Gabriel Jesus' red card for Brazil, I mean, there's never been a more clear-cut red card, honestly. Is it hot in Ireland? Well, what's hot, mate? Let me put it this way. If it hits 17 in Ireland, the barbecue's out and I'm in shorts and flip-flops. Put it that way. So, for us it's been warm and a bit humid, but particularly when I'm sitting here, I've got a big LED light that, you know, helps illuminate the green screen and stuff, and it gets warm. Plus I use, you know, I'm pretty high energy in my watch along, so it's probably the most energy I exert in a day, so there you go. Here we go, Sterling inside the penalty area for England, rolls it back, pulled back across the edge of the box, nobody there for England, and Ukraine just about clear their lines. A fan a day keeps the Man City away. Woohoo! I like it, mate. I like it. Do you mean pyjama shorts? No, I have the dad shorts, Jordy. So if I'm streaming, yeah, full on tracky bottoms and pyjamas. I'm in pyjamas right now, actually. Of course I am. You know me too well. But no, I've got the dad cargo shorts, you know, for the holidays with the buttons on the side and all. Polo shirt, proper dad behaviour. Plus, I wouldn't wear flip flops either. I'll be honest with you, mate. I'd be more of a sandals person. How's Sancho performing? Don't care, mate. Not Liverpool. I'm only joking. No, the whole England team are playing quite well. Again, a lot of England's good work is coming down both the channels, not through the centre so much. And yeah, they've been impressive. But Ukraine aren't letting their heads drop. They're getting back into it. Love your content, Craig. Keep your head up, and as always, we support you. Look, I've never doubted the amazing support you guys have given us. I mean, I wouldn't be here without you. You know that. I'd have given up a long time ago. But I'll never stop speaking openly about my mental health or anyone's mental health struggles. You should always speak up about it. And I'll never stop fighting to get people to stop mocking people over it or twisting things to use it against them, saying people are looking for pity and stuff. I don't want anyone's fucking pity. I don't want anyone's pity. People are saying I'm trying to cry my way to a house. What I said in the clip was, I hope someday to be able to buy a house. And I hope that I can do that because I want to leave a legacy, something for my kids. And people are using that against me, saying, oh, get a job, become a plumber, get a job. I don't ask anybody for anything. I want to do it myself. The content is free, you absolute muppets. If you don't understand that, you don't understand YouTube. This is what I don't get about these idiots. They don't understand it. I don't charge for fucking anything. I don't even take a wage from this channel yet because I'm on disability allowance. I've said that, I've been open about it. I survive on a pittance every week. And I don't want sympathy from anyone. I'll get there myself because I believe in myself. But these pricks really need to just get their shit in order, honestly. They're just so unaware of the actual facts of it, that they just love their little piles of misery. And they love to jump in together and go, oh, look at this little twat. Oh, look at him. Oh, Tom Renzi says, oh, yeah, you're all pricks. Deal with it. You are. All you people that come in your little piles of misery, you've got nothing better in your life. I will succeed. I will buy a house. I will give my kids a good future. And you'll still be nobody sitting at home with your little pecker in your hand, sitting in your ma's box room, shouting at people going, oh, look at this little twat. Yeah, get up off your arse and do something. Like I did. Dragged myself up. Dragged myself out of a fucking mental hospital. Breakdowns. Dead parents. To get here. And you ain't stopping me. I've been through too much to let you little no marks stop me. And by no marks, I don't mean you lads. Love you people. Make subscriber only chat. We have. It is subscriber only chat. And stop spamming ban the game, and that's one surefire way our mods will time you out, dude. Goldbridge has that England song in my head now, and I hate myself because it's going through my head. Although I am playing the Wash and Go version that we did earlier on. I just watched the Jesus red card, and the commentator seemed spirit were a red. I don't know what you mean there, mate, but it was a defo red, 100% a red. Like, it was mad. It was full on Cantona, Daniel LaRusso. Yeah, I mean, it was nuts. Do you know what really hurts me though? What really, really hurts me in all this is that I'm really insecure, and I want everyone to like me. I just want people to like me. I try and make people smile, and that's what hurts me the most. Is I want people to like me. Simple, really. Get the song out of your head, Craig. I need to sing something else. I need to get this song out of my head. Right, we need to blast an old tune, so ladies and gents, because I have to get this England song out of my head. I had Goldbridge in my ear, singing it for 2 hours. Sterling in the penalty area, strike. It's blocked. Tiago Alcantara. Come on, everybody, sing it with me at home. Tiago Alcantara. There you go, beat that. Either that or we're singing Joxer Goes to Stuttgart, one or the other. The dream turned into a nightmare. Joxer stuck ahead in Jack, who wanted to bring Johnny Giles and Eamon Dunphy back. That's a proper football song for you. I can't sing You'll Never Walk Alone, Jack. It's too difficult a song to sing. Will you be doing that tour after COVID? Hopefully be able to get out and about and do a few bits, yeah. Be nice. I have a dream of doing a Vicar Street gig, of a live Anfield Agenda podcast in Vicar Street with a bit of music, raise money for charity and have a bit of fun. Noah said the mighty Sligo Rovers top of the League of Ireland. I've seen the plans for the showgrounds as well, Noah, and it looks pretty good. Pretty good. Delighted for Sligo. Proper football in City Sligo. He's a centre half. He's a number 4. Watch him defend, and we'll watch him score. He'll pass the ball, calm as you like. Who is he? He's Virgil van Dijk. He's Virgil van Dijk. I can't wait to get these songs going again when the season starts. Apologies to any United fans, but no apologies really. What's it like living down the country compared to Dublin? I would never go back. I mean, it's only 45 minutes, 40 minutes maybe for me to drive up to where my wife's parents live now, where I grew up. So yeah, it's great, and I live right beside the motorway, so bang, 40 minutes. If I wanted to go to Dublin Airport, I don't see traffic lights when I leave my house until I get to Dublin Airport, and I'm not even joking you. First set of traffic lights I'll see is at the roundabout at Dublin Airport. It's great. So yeah, I mean, I love where I live. I'm reading the lyrics of some of the songs. Sorry, that's why I'm going quiet and I'm smiling, because I can't wait for the new season. I can't wait for a full Anfield. I can't wait for the songs to be belted out. It's going to be great. thoughts on Celtic? Interesting to see how the new manager gets on. It'll be interesting to see what business they do, and they've a bit of catching up to do to get where Stevie G has got Rangers at the minute. So, you know, one of my close mates is a massive Celtic fan, and he keeps trying to say to me to come over to Celtic Park with him for a game, and I should do, because I want to check out the safe standing area. But I'm not somebody who watches much Scottish football, mate, I won't lie to you. Sing along with Uncle Craig, new show idea. It sounds a little bit noncy though, Liz, doesn't it? You know, every time I say Uncle Craig, even inside, I'm thinking, you know, that this probably sounds a little bit weird. I do have my channel name sorted out, by the way, because there's a good chance I'll be signing the thing and joining up with That's Football permanently next season, which would replace Mundo Sporto, when Mundo Sporto will then turn into the Craig channel, which name I'm not giving you yet because I don't want someone to nick it. So yeah, you know, future looks bright, future looks good, and I have all of you guys to thank for your amazing support, so thank you. Without you guys, I wouldn't have had the strength to do this, let alone the bravery or the confidence. You guys put me where I am, and I will never ever 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 forget it, because I love you all dearly. You are honestly my second family, and I never thought I'd find that on YouTube. Never. What do you think of Trent's new hairstyle? He's Trent. He's young. Do you know what I mean? We all experimented with hair. Even I experimented with hairstyles when I was young. So if Trent's happy with it, I'm happy with it. Favourite Irish footballer? Paul McGrath. I love Paul McGrath dearly. He's one interview I'd love to get. I'd love to interview Paul McGrath. I'd love to interview John Aldridge. Two people I would absolutely love. I did message Richie Sadler to try and get him on for an interview. Now look, I understand that he's a very busy man, and you know, he probably gets a load of messages, but I haven't heard back yet. But I would like to interview Richie Sadler. I think he's a great pundit. Oh, thought there was a chance there for England right hand side. It's hooked away. See, already I came on this stream, I was in terrible form, as you've seen. You know, I was feeling really down, had a little cry beforehand because Twitter was, you know, tough, and I'm already feeling happier just being here with you guys. You know, I love it. You don't know how amazing you people are. Simply amazing. You are simply amazing. That was just me ruining Trey Songz's music there. Rice into the ball. Ooh, he nearly took the keeper and all out of it. That was some strike, that from Declan Rice. What do I think of Eamon Dunphy? I love Eamon Dunphy. How could you not love Eamon? Nah, Bill. He's a spoofer, Bill. Nah, not like the great Johnny Giles. Nah. Nah, I love Eamon Dunphy. I love him. He's brilliant. Nah, Bill. Nah. The great Johnny Giles. Nah. You don't realise how much of an inspiration you are. Jesus, I don't know how I inspire anyone, fella. I just like having a laugh, and this gives me a chance to have a bit of fun. See, one of the things that I'm very fortunate about is that I do not feel embarrassment. It's not something that I've ever felt. So, you know, I'm often out with my wife in a shopping centre, and, you know, she'll whisper something to me like, "Did you fart?" And I'll go really loud, "No, I did not fart, Sabrina. Maybe it was you." And you know, she feels embarrassment, but I don't. So it's great. I often just walk around the shopping centre saying stupid stuff just for the laugh. And she will attest to that, because I did it to her the other day. Love the content, Craig, keeping us all smiling. Thank you. Which is why I'm looking forward to doing the yet to be named Craig channel, because I've loads of great ideas for shows that I want to do that have nothing to do with sport, but that I think will add some positivity back to the world and make people smile. Because, you know, making people trying to make people smile is my number one priority. Every time I'm at a checkout, I always try and make the cashier smile. Always. No matter how shit the joke has to be, I always try and make... And I always try and get my wife done for shoplifting. I don't think we've ever gone to a shop together where I've said, check her there. You know, she's got stuff up her top. You know, you want to be checking her there. And she was... We were in Kildare Village. There's an injury, by the way, which is why I'm waffling away. We were in Kildare Village last week. It was her 40th birthday, so I brought her out to get a few bits in Kildare Village for her birthday, which is an outlet place. And as luck would have it, I had exited... it was Under Armour. I'd exited the Under Armour store, and she walked out and it beeped. And oh, was I a happy man when that happened. You know, they knew why it beeped. There was a specific bag from a specific shop that had caused it to beep, but I was having a field day outside. I kept screaming at the top of my lungs, thief, thief. This is why she never wants me to go out anywhere with her. Oh, great fun as everybody stood around her in the shop and I'm sitting there just breaking my shite laughing outside going, thief, thief, security. Oh, you have to bring me everywhere twice, second time to apologise. Will Jack be still working with you? I see you hit 110k, 111k. I don't know is the honest answer. I don't know what's happening tomorrow, mate, let alone that far down the line. You're hilarious in a good way. I don't mind if people laugh with me or laugh at me. I'm good either way. If I can make someone smile, that makes my day. Ladies don't fart. Why do I get embarrassed? Yes, you're right. They cough in their knickers. You are correct there. Ladies don't fart. They cough in their knickers. That's, yes. But my wife farts like a fucking trooper, so I don't know who she's trying to kid. And she's in the chat there as well. John, how are you, mate? Thank you for the super chat. I hope you're well. Ukraine in possession. Ball central, little ball down the line. Can they find it? They pull it back. England have enough bodies back here, though. Shots blocked. And it falls to Kyle Walker. Craig, can we set up a ring and have some backyard wrestling? I'd be all up for that, mate. Honestly. I got very nostalgic about the WWE the other night, actually, because we had a little chat about it on here, and I just kept googling like clips and songs afterwards and stuff, and I was walking around my house going, I am a real American. I'm thinking, no, you're not, you're Irish, mate. What are you singing about? But it doesn't matter, does it? Dan, 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 dan. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Bow, 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 bow. If that doesn't make you just want to rip your t-shirt off, I don't know what does. I tried to keep my farts for indoors for you, darling. Well, yeah, the world shouldn't be subjective to what you do, love. It's... You know what I mean? Hey Craig, huge talent, 19-year-old Jeremy Doku, Klopp's a huge fan. Definitely a huge fan, Rana, and somebody who we've had an interest in going back 3 years, so yes, agreed that we should go get the guy. I mean, couldn't agree with you anymore. If there was a Craigometer, it would be at 100% there, Rana, in agreement. Any interest in the McGregor fight next Saturday? Absolutely, I'll be watching that, Gavin. Trilogy fight against Poirier? Very intrigued to see how this one works out, because if he loses, you know, you got to ask serious questions then, haven't you? I honestly don't. Someone said, who do I think will win? No, I'm not a UFC expert. Far more knowledgeable in boxing. I've always been open about that. But I think McGregor does him in the first round with a knockout. That's what I think. If it goes past 2 rounds, I think Poirier wins. I'm known to fart for every step I take some days. It does happen to people your age, Sabrina, to be honest with you. I mean, what's it like being 40? Oh, Scarlett for you, love. Scarlett, 40. Oh, no, could never be me. Here's Luke Shaw, pulls it back. Oh, Sancho has a shot saved. Ukraine lived to, the offside flag was up anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Ooh, ah, Paul McGrath. Ooh, ah, Paul McGrath. Oh, what a man he was. I mean, I don't know how old you are, dude, but in USA 94, Giant Stadium, New York, 1-0 up against Italy. Ray Houghton did his thing. Paul McGrath was like a one-man wall. And I think he was 34 or 35 at that point. And it was one of the greatest defensive performances I've ever seen. Damn, I will happily RKO Craig through a table for you if England win. Fair enough, love. I mean, I'm into it. That's all I'm saying. She'd probably want me to wear the Elmo suit though, because she's a bit of an Elmo kinky freak. Doom, 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 doom. Craig, could you handle another child? It's not a question that I have to worry about, buddy, because I've, you know what I mean? So I don't have to worry about that. I can work away to my heart's content. Ball back across, goes behind for Ukrainian corner. Now, if the missus did say to me, I'm up to duff fucking questions to be asked, I tell you that. But you know, at her age, is it even possible anymore? Who knows? Well, I know it's impossible for me, put it that way. I knew I wanted 2 kids, no more, no less. I'm an only child, and I didn't want that for my daughter. And there is a 7-year age gap between them, but yeah, no, 2's enough for me. Favourite drink? Diet Coke. Craig, I grew up watching the Italian 90 documentaries. I also met Charlton and Liffey Valley a few years back. What a gentleman. I actually never had the pleasure of meeting Jack Charlton, but oh, what a man. What a man. And mate, that Italian 90, I'm sure you say you're 21, I'm sure your mum and dad let you know, it changed our country. It did. We believed in ourselves after that. Right, we're into the final 4 minutes of the first half here. England still leading after that Sir Harold of Tottenham goal to 0. Who's Sabrina's favourite wrestler? I don't know. I'm sure she can answer that in the chat. Now, she wouldn't be anywhere into it like I was. Our kids have no cousins because my brother hasn't had any kids yet, said my wife. Yeah, I mean, Daryl needs to get his finger out of his arse and give us some nieces and nephews to spoil. Because he'd make a... Serena's brother's a class act. He's an absolute... How do I say this in the nicest terms? He's an oddball, but in the loveliest way. And he's one hell of a talented guitarist. Oh, honestly, dude, I don't know how he's not a famous musician. He is so good. And yeah, I can't wait for him to become a dad, because he's going to be amazing whenever that day happens, because he has father built. He's just father material. He's a class act. He's a Liverpool fan as well, so that helps. Monster. I don't drink Monster. My wife drinks gallons of that Monster Zero, is it? I don't know. Is the silvery kind of can? I don't know what it's called. Tastes like poison to me, but Ultra, is that what it's called? How's the COVID situation in your country? The Delta variant is starting to become a bit more of an issue. So, you know, chemists, pharmacies are now involved, and the Janssen vaccine is coming in, which is a one-shot one. I'm fully vaccinated. Oh, England just clearing a bit of danger here. Strike! Oh, just wide. I'm fully vaccinated, thankfully enough. I had my second jab just over 2 weeks ago, and Sabrina is scheduled to have her first Pfizer jab on Wednesday of next week, I believe. And just hopefully they drop it down so 16, 17 year olds can get it, because I have a 17-year-old daughter, and I'd like her to be vaccinated if possible. But yeah, it's we're doing okay, but we're still sort of in lockdown. There's no indoor dining or anything yet in Ireland. If Mayweather wins, does he deserve a title shot? Mayweather? What are we talking about Mayweather for? How do you place your green screen for That's Football, or do you use another chair? I use a different chair. I've got a computer chair just over there, mate, that I use for That's Football. I call it the backbreaker, so I need to get a better one. But yeah, I just use a normal chair. I do this in my living room, so yeah, I just swap the chairs around basically. Have Ukraine looked like scoring? They've had chances. They definitely have had chances. But then again, it's been a more open game than I thought. So I think the early goal has definitely benefited us as viewers. We are heading what? We're into the final 1 minute here in the first half, plus whatever the referee adds on for stoppages. But it certainly sets up an intriguing second 45 minutes. And again, don't forget to go over if you fancy a little halftime flutter. Check out Boyle Sports, any special offers they may have on. And it looks like England are going to progress in the tournament. And as always, I want to remind you about Boyle Sports. Fantastic €10 or £10 no lose offer. Stick a tenner on any market around the England games, pre-game I believe as well. If that doesn't come up, Boyle will refund you that as a tenner free bet. And please always gamble responsibly. And those offers are open to UK and Irish residents age 18 plus. And if betting isn't for you, absolutely understand that as well. No problems, no judgment from me. Mayweather versus Jake Paul next week. I mean, are you talking about Mayweather versus Logan Paul that's already happened, which there was no winner declared of? Jake Paul's fighting Tyrone Woodley. 3 minutes of additional time added on by the referee at the end of the first half. iMac, do you? I do use an iMac. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but yes, I do use an iMac. I used to use a MacBook Pro, but it just couldn't handle the processing that we needed it to, and eventually shit the bed. So I had to go to the old credit union and go, "Hey, Mr. Credit Union, any chance Uncle Craig could have a lend of just shy of $4,000 so I could buy an iMac?" You missed my favourite wrestler comment, honey. I only speak in super chats, love, and you're not super chatting, you cheap bitch. So yeah, Dave Batista is her favourite wrestler, but she wouldn't mind him throwing me around the bedroom. Do you see what I mean here? Fucking my own wife telling me she wants to give Dave Batista a portion. So that, thank God I'll be marrying Stacey Dooley when I divorce you, love. Stacey Dooley and then Mila Kunis after that. I've got it all mapped out. Yeah, she liked Dave Batista, but not for wrestling reasons. She also liked Jason Statham, but not for wrestling reasons. Who wouldn't be, because not a wrestler. She also liked The Rock. Again, nothing to do with wrestling. Do I like WWE? Look, these days not so much, but certainly right up to my late 20s, a big proportion of my life, or portion of my life, was spent watching wrestling, yes. Would you grow your hair if it meant Liverpool would sign Mbappe and Haaland? Yeah, I would, mate. Yeah, definitely. I'd give it a bash for that, alright. Isn't Batista retired? I think she means that he could still, in a different way, if you know what I mean. Why would you want Stacey Dooley when you have the best redhead right here, she says. I mean, she's got a career, love, do you know what I mean? Well, what have you got except me? Eh. And what our son says, which I won't say publicly. At least she's not ashamed to be a redhead, Sabrina. Do you know what I mean? She flaunts her red hair. I mean, how am I having an argument with my own wife in the same house when she's upstairs on YouTube? Not even an argument though. Just my wife wants to shag Dave Batista. No, there you go. Nothing big about that one. You're a Poundland Jason Statham, so she has him. I take it. Do you know what I mean? I'll take it. Deji has said he has a verbal agreement to fight Khabib. I'll reword that for you. What he has said there is that he has a verbal agreement to be pounded to infinity by Khabib. That's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know Deji. Don't know him from Adam. Never wish anybody any harm. But I have seen him fighting. And fair to say, the two fights that I've seen him boxing in, he's underwhelmed. His brother, different story. But I think that and I don't want to speak ill of the man. Go get paid, mate. Do what you got to do. But yeah, I wouldn't get in the ring with Khabib. Put it that way. Not a fucking chance. Do I think we'll sign Renato Sanchez? Yeah, well, look, I said I was sent a message. It's half time, by the way, in this game. It's 1-0 to England and all that jazz. Let me just stop the clock there. Stop the clock. Can't stop the clock. Yes, I can. Done it. Completed it, mate. So does Craig have them big titties? I do, you're right, mate. Bigger than hers as well, probably. So what I mean, where's my Wunderbra? I do have it, and do you know what? I know you're joking, and I don't take any offence by it, mate, but it was one of the things when I lost a load of weight. I'd load of loose skin, so I've been on a waiting list to have plastic surgery for a few years because I am very paranoid about them titties. But I don't take any offence by you saying it, mate. Don't worry about it. What have we got? Top 4 predictions for next season. Same as this season, in all honesty. I just don't know in what order. Stephen O2, and thank you so much again, mate, for your kind super chat. I really appreciate it. Best not watch any of Batista's movies. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few of them, and let's just say he was a better wrestler. Jason Statham's a Poundland Craig. Now you have it, Leon. Leon knows what's up. Somebody asked me about Renato Sanchez. Yes, Liam asked me about Renato Sanchez. Yeah, so I was sent something earlier on, mate, to say that we are negotiating for him. Now, again, please don't take what I say as gospel. I don't claim to, you know, I don't want to be giving anyone false hope, but it was, let's just say it was from more than one person. But it would be a good piece of business. I said to you guys, excuse me, for a while that he does seem like a Jurgen Klopp signing to me, and let's just wait and see what happens. Big up from Kilkenny. Lots of love back to you, Matt. Thank you, mate. Fair play to you, Craig. It's all love, brother. No, man, that's cool. Jordy, I know by you in the chat that it's banter, mate, because I kind of, you know, I know your comments, so it's all good. People that I know, I'll have banter with all day, man. It's all good. So yeah, it's all good. No problem with that whatsoever, dude. Craig, why aren't you wearing a shirt? Yeah, it's an England game, so I'm trying to, you know, I'm ducking and I'm diving, I'm weaving and I'm bobbing, and yeah, I mean, next time I'll just get, you know, what the camo lines on my face and all. Worst county in Ireland? Whatever county I'm not in at that particular moment in time is the answer. There isn't a worst county in Ireland. They're all feckin' magnificent because it's a magnificent country. Now, there are 2 counties that I haven't been to yet. So I haven't been to Kerry and I haven't been to Mayo. So I got to put that right for starters, because Kerry's supposed to be beautiful. And I have a friend that lives in Mayo that's going to be getting married at some point in his future. Although he did tell me he's going to drag it out a while. He is engaged. And I'll go up there for his wedding, definitely. Hey, Owen, come on, mate. You know, no need to be bringing any of the sectarian stuff into it, dude. I mean, I think we are moving closer to what you're talking about there, but in a peaceful way. But come on, buddy, you know, let's remove that from the chat there, fella. Would I move to Florida? No, not anymore. The days of me thinking about emigrating to America are over. It's I don't want to disrespect America because I love going over there, but it wouldn't be the right time to do it. Now, the odds of us moving to England, probably at least 50% of doing that within 18 months. Nothing will happen in my life with regards to moving until my daughter finishes her final exams. She's going into her last year of secondary school, so that has to be the focus. We need to give, you know, everything needs to be stable so she can concentrate and, you know, get to her exams. After that, you know, we may re-look at things. Ukraine really did push England's defence. They changed to a back 4, so I think Ukraine do progress to the semis. They'll use this system, said Ryan. Thank you for that, buddy. How you doing, mate? Hope everything is alright. I won't lie to you, mate. I'm in a bad place at the minute, but you know, you don't need to hear that on here. You know, I'm on here to make people smile, which is what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I won't lie to you, mate. I'm in a pretty dark place at the minute. But anyway, we move. Would I like Schick at Liverpool? No, I wouldn't. I know this sounds really shitty, but I don't think he's that good, which is mad considering he's joint top scorer in the Euros. Should there be a statue of Origi outside Anfield? There absolutely should not be a statue of Origi outside Grandad Tom went to Canada and then came back. My wife has 3 sets of aunts and uncles who emigrated to Canada, in and around Toronto, Mississauga, and then one of them is, I think it's Sault Ste. Marie, which is more countryside, I think. But they've enjoyed themselves over there. But it's weird because even their kids still think of Ireland as home, even though most of them were born and raised in Canada, which is a beautiful place. We got over there once and it was lovely. Very nice people. Come to League Slip, Craig. You can stay in my gaff after we go out in the Lash. I've been to League Slip a few times, Jordy. I think I said it to you before, mate. When I was playing in the DDSL, the Dublin District Schoolboy League, League Slip always had a decent setup as well out there. And yeah, League Slip's a nice spot. But I don't drink, so I won't be going out in the Lash with your mate. But let's just say I do enjoy myself in other ways. I think you know what I'm getting at here, folks. I've got to be very careful what I say. I just have to put some... Sorry, you're going to see me do something now that might look iffy, but I'll explain. I've got awful jaw issues and gum problem at the minute that's causing me pain, so I'm just putting a bit of Ambisol on it, which is like a numbing antiseptic thing. Just in case you're thinking, is he on doing something dodgy there? No, just a bit of Ambisol for the gum. Yeah, Ambisol, Mick. Yeah, that's it. It's great stuff. Ray went to Florida. Who's Ray? Honestly, I don't know what you mean there, mate. I love Florida. Been to Florida 6 times now, and it's always my first choice for a holiday destination. Absolutely love going over there. Love it to bits. Great place to go on vacation. Always wanted to move to the USA. So many states to decide between. It was always my dream as well, mate, but right now, the way the world is, it just doesn't seem like a good time. I do want to visit Texas as well. I mean, I've heard that Austin is a very European type city, if you get where I'm coming from. But if we were to buy, if we were to ever buy a holiday home or anything like that, I'll let my wife answer in the chat, see if she thinks the same as me. But there's only one place we'd buy a holiday home, really, if we ever became that fortunate, and it's a country that we love dearly as well. And I'll let my wife put it in the chat, if she's still listening. What have we got? I'm going to move to Austin at some point in my life, said Jordy. It looks class, mate, and they now have an MLS side as well, so that even adds to the positivity around Austin. And didn't Joe Rogan move there as well? So there you go. Craig, you're a legend, mate. Keep up the good work. Lanzarote, no, not Lanzarote, but we are going to Lanzarote in January. As I did say, she turned 40 this year and I turned 39.1 in September, so we couldn't get away any earlier, so we wanted to go to Australia for our 40th. We've been saving up for years, but we're just going to make do with a week in Lanzarote with just the 2 of us. But no, that's not where I'm talking about. Doesn't look like she's in the chat. Better wake the lazy bitch up. Sabrina! The chat's waiting for you, for Christ's sake. Craig, I thought you were 45 or something. In the kindest possible way, go fuck yourself. Do I look, hang on. Let me just... Does this look at those eyelashes. Look. Does this look like the skin and face of a 45-year-old? Does it? No, it doesn't. Women would kill for this skin, mate. Look at it, flawless. Absolutely flawless. Stop the fiction. Look at these eyelashes. Women pay to get eyelashes like that, fella. 45. I may have the wisdom of a 45-year-old, granted. Craig, when's the wife making her debut? She won't come on, mate. I've asked her loads of times. Craig, you look mid-30s. I think that's about right, Freddie. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You look 96, no offence. Mate, if I see 96, I'll be more than happy. My granddad died at 37, my dad died at 45. So, you know what I mean? If I see 96, I don't care how I look. Could you kill somebody with a headbutt? I don't want to kill anybody, fella. I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I'm a bad lover at that, to be honest. Like, but Terence Trent D'Arby, sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Funny story, my dad booted Terence Trent D'Arby out of a nightclub when he managed it before because he wouldn't pay for his fucking champagne. And Terence Trent D'Arby went and tried to get the two big minders, and my dad went and got a load of Dublin headers over who were working the door, and the motherfucker paid his bill and then left. There's a little Terence Trent D'Arby story for you. You have requested my presence. Indeed I have, darling. I said if we were to buy a holiday home in one country that isn't America now, where would it be? I want to see if you know, if we're on the same wavelength. Trent's on, I think he meant to say BBC. I've been watching the Copa America. Honestly, it's far more entertaining than the European Cup. The Copa America's been shite, mate. Of shite. And I mean poo-poo of the highest order. Absolute muck. I've watched every single game of the Copa America, and the Peru have been involved in some great games, I'll give you that one, but you know, Argentina and Brazil have flattered to deceive. Yes, there it is. Sabrina has put it in the chat. Turkey. We would absolutely buy a home in Turkey, a holiday home in it. Love the place. Love Turkey. Love the people. Love the food. Love everything about it. Love how mad they are about football. Just a great, great country. If you haven't been to Turkey, go to the Aegean coast. Magnificent. Sarıgürüm. Lovely place. Lovely, lovely, lovely place. Don't get your hopes up about England because we all know what happens. Mate, I'm Irish. I couldn't give a shiny shit what happens to England. Win, lose, don't care. Doesn't bother me. Obviously, if England do go on to win the Euros, we're absolutely claiming it because of Rice and Grealish. But apart from that, I don't care. Did I see the Gabriel Jesus red card? Yeah, full on Karate Kid stuff, that, wasn't it? I mean, it looked like something out of Mortal Kombat. Would I be interested in coming to Mallorca and Ibiza for meet and greets? Mallorca, yes. 100%. Million% yes. I don't know why, and I've always said I'll never go to Ibiza, and I don't know why. It's like I've always said I'll never own a Vodafone mobile phone, which I won't. But Ibiza, I said once my DJing days were over and I didn't go to Ibiza, I just said I'm not going to Ibiza. So Mallorca, I mean, mate, sign me up tomorrow. Get me a supporters bar in Mallorca. Connor and I'll be on a flight. We'll be over there. No bother. Be there in a heartbeat. Know the place really well. Been there about 17 or 18 times. Me like balloons in mouth. Good man, Jack. I mean, how many can you fit? That's the question. Are we talking inflated balloons here, fella? Hot air balloons? I mean, it's a bit of a vague one, but I like your style, sir. I like your style. Is your wife's husband single? Not yet, but if she keeps on with this Dave Bautista shit, he will be. Who is Kenny, and why are Irish people trying to kill Kenny? I don't know if you're talking about Stephen Kenny, the Irish national team manager, or if we're talking South Park here. Yeah, but either way, don't kill Kenny. Odds on Ireland getting the World Cup, the next one in Qatar, slim to none. Anyway, look, I better get the clock ready because I nearly missed it in the front half. So, second half about to get underway. England playing from left to right, 1-0 up with the opening goal in the first 4 minutes from Sir Harold of Tottenham. And yeah, here we go. Second half. Referee looks at his watch. Just waiting for the go ahead, and then I will click the timer and we'll get the second half. Again, thank you guys for being with us. Very much appreciated. Take a second, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. Video? What's a video? But like it anyway, whatever it is, just like it. Do I wrestle? I mean, sometimes get my head trapped in a t-shirt and I have to wrestle my way out of it, but apart from that, already here straight away, free kick early doors for England. Harry Kane fouled. Probably definitely too far out for a shot here, but let's see if Shaw or Who else is over it? Is it Sancho that's over it? I know Shaw's over it anyway. Let's see if they can whip something in here. Maybe Maguire or Stones can get ahead in it. Do I watch Gaelic? Little bits and pieces, dude, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. I'm a glory hunter. When Dublin win the All-Ireland, I'll whip out the jersey from upstairs and strut around me estate. Ball in! There it is! There it is! Did I fucking call it, or did I call it? Who had Harry Maguire to score? Who had him at 20 to 1? This lad had him at 20 to 1 to score. Football and genius. Do you know what I mean? Football and genius. Got a message, Goldbridge now. I should open a betting tips channel on Twitter. I said it. I called it before the game. I said it on That Football earlier on today, and I told you just before it happened. 20 to 1 for Maguire to score a header. He's onside as well. I told you it would happen. Callum, how are you, buddy? He said, hey Craig, how are you? Hope you're well. I thought I'd pop in, see your thoughts with tonight's game. Well, you've just pretty much killed it off there, mate, with Maguire's header. 20 to 1, that's all I'm saying. Oh, it's like print money. It's great, free money. Whoop whoop. You love to see it. Good header as well. Good delivery. Anybody who follows me on Twitter will see last night as well. I mean, I had it. Penalty in the game, scored, called it, happened. What else did I get up last night? Insigne to score from outside the box, 16 to 1. Got that up last night as well. Do you know what I mean? Get yourselves onto the Boyle Sport app, folks. Check these things out. Would I ever be interested in moving to Spain? Would be very high up on the list after Turkey, mate, yes. Let's see if Ukraine have anything in them here. England gone 2-0 up. It was a good header as well. Great delivery in. And that pretty much will kill it off for England, if we're being honest. Sorry, I just have to gloat a bit more here. Sorry, I feel like I haven't gloated enough. I'm just going to send a few more gloaty messages around. Gloating my gloatiness. People really should listen to my tips. What are the lottery numbers? It's actually, do you know what? Even with the lottery I play it on the bookies. Even with that I pick the 3 numbers on the bookies. Would I come to South Africa? Oh, 100%. Beautiful country, dude. Oh, stunning. Do you know where I first seen how beautiful South Africa was? And I don't know if this is embarrassing or whatever, but the World's Strongest Man competition, I remember it took place in South Africa, and I just thought, oh. And then when the World Cup was there as well, it just looks magnificent. Come to Cricklewood. I don't know what that means or where that is. Would I move to Italy? No, I wouldn't. But I went there for my best mate's wedding, and I have never had a better foodie holiday than I had in Italy. It was right down, you know the way Italy's shaped like a boot? It was right down in the heel of the boot, kind of Bari, Brindisi type area. Stunningly beautiful, and some of the nicest food I've ever eaten. And look, I'm a man that knows grub. Harry Kane's only gone and scored a header. Let me just check if I had Harry Kane to score a header. Which, by the way, I do. People are thinking I'm on a wind up here. I'm not. Oh, you love to see it. Harry Kane to score a header as well. Oh, just give me the money. Just give it to me. Just give me the money. Just give me the money. It's 3-0 to England. I haven't even changed the score yet. Look at that. 3-0. And I had Kane to score a header as well. Oh, You love to see it. Sir Harold of Tottenham is now 1 away from getting me that bet up as well from Boyle Sports. That 14-1 special I had on. Lukaku to score 4, Kane to score 4, and Ronaldo to score 4. It's like free money at this point. If Kane can bang one in from outside the box now to complete the hat-trick, then, you know, we're all good. We're all good, folks. Won another bet as well there, by the way. I just checked. I had Harry Kane to score and both teams to score in the Czech Republic versus Denmark. We eating good today, ladies and gentlemen. We eating good. I guess I will not cook my stir fry. Sounds like Craig can buy me a takeaway. Oh, I don't remember you being in on these bets, love. I don't remember you saying to me, Craig, stick money on Harry Kane to score a header. I heard Maguire's at 20-1. You eat your stir fry, love. You and Dave Batista can have as much stir fry as you want. Me and Stacey Dooley will be living it up with a takeaway, love. Eat your stir fry. Enjoy it. I eating good tonight. Might just cook a fillet steak just for the sake of it. Just won't even eat it. Give it to the dog just because I can. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Na 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 na. Boom, 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 boom. Your money is my money. Yeah, but surely this means I get more pocket money, Sabrina. Craig, get a dirty spice bag. The word spice stops that immediately. I'm more of a chicken balls, chips, fried rice and curry sauce kind of fella. Pick the chicken out of it, stuff it with rice and curry sauce, couple of chips in there, dip it into the curry sauce. Then you kind of get a free curry as well. Then you got the chicken. This has cheered me up. There you go. Come off Twitter, get abused, come on here, and you guys make me happy. And, you know, dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Do I like Buckfast? No. I've never actually tasted Buckfast, believe it or not. You know you give your missus the money, Craig. Yeah, you're right. I can't be trusted with money. I won't lie to you. Money burns a hole in my pocket. Craig went to bed last night at 7:52 AM and woke up at 3:10 PM. That's pretty much spot on, mate. To be honest, you're yeah. There you go. Am I going live for transfer news? No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think there is any. I'll ask Connor, he's the boss. Do I like pink lemonade? My daughter loves it. I'm not a fan of it. Craig needs to do betting tips. I'm strongly thinking of starting a Twitter account for it. Honestly, people have asked me about it for a while, but I don't know if Twitter deserves my tips, to be honest. Especially the day. I don't want to. It'll be a private thing if I do it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm asking Connor right now if I have to stream after the game because he's the boss. So I'll ask the boss man what he wants me to do. Connor's in charge. I just do what I'm told. There's the beautiful man. Big up, Craig. Thank you. God, I love you guys so much. Honestly, fucking love you people so much. Honestly, you don't. I wish I could go around and give all of you a hug. I really do. Because the impact that you've had on my life has been more than I can ever repay. And I won't even try and repay it. I mean, if I make money, it's mine. Go fuck yourself. But apart from that, love each and every one of you. How much did I put on your bets, Craig? Well, let's just say I got Harry Maguire at 20 to 1 and I had a tenner on it. I got Harry Kane at 12 to 1 to score a header, and I had a tenner on that one as well. And the other bet that I had on was significantly more, because it was a double. It was Kane to score, both teams to score in the Denmark game. And I don't want to say what it was because I don't like to encourage people to bet large amounts, but let's just say it was significantly more. We love you too, Craig. Thank you, mate. And of course, I've got me tenner on Boyle Sports, which if it doesn't come up, I'll have me tenner free bet as well. Boom, boom, boom. And absolutely, as Capo Can says, when the fun stops, stop. 100%. I am very, 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 very behind responsible gaming. I'm glad to see betting companies stepping up and trying to do more. It's very important. Because like anything, I've an addictive personality, and like anything, you know, sometimes these things, whether it be drink, whether it be drugs, whether it be betting, whether it be fizzy drinks, whether it be chocolate, you know, sometimes we go a bit too far. So never bet when you're angry, never bet what you can't afford to lose. In fact, if you don't like betting, just don't bet. No judgment from me whatsoever. I just do it to add a little bit of fun to games and stuff. But yeah, I absolutely support responsible gambling, and I know Boyle Sports do as well. So yeah, there you go. Hendo coming on as well. I mean, just when you thought the W's couldn't be getting any bigger, you get to see El Capitan on the pitch now, doing his stuff as well, dropping a bit of Hendo sauce on the pitch. Craig, I haven't seen Sabrina since 1899. Any tips for... That sounds about right for her age, mate, to be fair. Any tips for advice? Don't make her angry, because, like, you know, she crazy, you know, she loco. You know, all these people that slag me off and, you know, think it's not me you ever need to worry about, it's the ginger bitch upstairs, because I've seen her and me ma go at it before when my ma said something she didn't like to her, and Sabrina's like, you know, about that tall, but yeah, I wouldn't mess with her. Nope, not a chance. Craig, can you give us all a socially distant hug? How about a fist bump? That work? So wait, your wife is near 90 then? Mate, I don't know what maths that you would be doing, but 1899 and then doesn't add up to 90 there, fella. But there you go. I have 300 on Italy to win the Euros at 6 to 1. You're a very placid lady. Of course you are, love. Of course you are, love. Here we go. Kane again. In behind. Ukraine clear. Like, if Ukraine could do me the little honour of just pulling one back, that would help me with another bet as well. You know what I mean? It's in the bag now for England. Just give them a sympathy goal and Craig gets another accumulator up. I mean, if you're an England fan right now, you've got to be like a pig and poo, because, you know, semi-final, back at Wembley against Denmark. I'm not saying the words, I'm not uttering the words, but it's been a good performance from England again. And I said it before, tournament football is about peaking and hitting form at the right time. I have Kane captained on fantasy football. Nice. One more goal for Harry Kane in this tournament, and again, I'm eating good. I'm eating good. Doesn't even have to be tonight. You can score it against Denmark for all I care. As long as he scores one more, that 14 to 1 shot is up. Harry, that's mean, mate. Anfield Agenda Extra saying, do you want him to stream? That's Connor's way of letting you all know that we have a clips channel called Anfield Agenda Extra. If you want short form content or the best bits of the funny stuff, make sure you subscribe to Anfield Agenda Extra. I don't know. Yeah, Connor, if you want me to stream, I can do half an hour. Let's let the chat decide. Anfield Agenda stream at 10 o'clock. Liverpool talk, ladies and gents. What are we saying? Yes or no? Football always said Denmark will win the Euros, mark my words. Dude, you know, I would be more than happy for Denmark to win it. I just want to be entertained and watch football. That's all I said. Whoever wins it, wins it. I mean, look at it. Denmark, England, Spain, Italy. That's a good semi-final lineup. We're in for some good games. I think I'm going to be on That's Football for the Spain Italy semi-final. Sabrina said I should stream because she's enjoying the piece. Yeah, what she means is she's upstairs and she's got Lady Wood knocking one out with to Dave Bautista. That's what she really means, deep down, like. Why does it sound like there's an electric toothbrush going off in the house? Only if you want to stream. You guys making me happy. I was really sad before I started this stream, hence why I was a cranky SOB at the start, but now I'm smiling ear to ear, baby, ear to ear. Will I be watching the Copa America? Yeah, absolutely. If I do my stream, I'll have the Copa America game. What's first up tonight? Uruguay, Colombia, isn't it? Before I lump a load on Messi to score. You're watching Below Deck. You're doing something below deck, alright, love. Yeah, something's going on below deck. You keep setting me up here, Sabrina. Another chance almost goes in there. Harry Kane was on for the hat-trick. You're killing me here, Harry. You're killing me. Fella, one more. Go on, Harry. Just grab one, mate. I was from outside the box as well. Good volley, good strike. Does keeper get hands on it? He does, you know. And I do also have Harry Kane to score from outside the box. It doesn't look like that one will happen, but I always throw fivers and tenors on these small little things at high odds because, you know, why not? It's worth a punt. There's another header. It's fucking El Capitan. Hendo! Woo! Hendo with the goal. That's the only reason the Ric Flair's coming out. It's 4-0 to England. El Capitan, Jordan Henderson. When I say El Capitan, I mean from a Liverpool perspective. Decides to drip a bit of sauce on England and get himself a header there. El Capitan, Jordan Henderson with a header. 4-0 to England. There you go. Hendo with the header. Another set piece, one for England. Look at that. Go on, Hendo, son. Oh, lovely little run. Gets in. Boom. Pick it out in there. Pick it out, son. Huge breaking news, Mark. Absolutely huge. He'll reply with. You know what he'll reply with. What a header. Delighted for Hendo. You're no Irish, man. Fuck you. That's my answer to that. I'm clearing because Jordan Henderson scored. Liverpool's captain, you absolute dope. I don't give a shite if England win, but I'm very, very happy that my captain has scored a goal. And also, you can't spell, mate. It's you are. You know, it's supposed to be an apostrophe there. So rather than having a go at me, how about going and, you know, getting the grammar right, dickhead? You're no Irish, man. I don't spread hate, mate. I'm not out there hating the world. I'm not out there being anti-anything. I'm out here being happy and positive. So, whether you think I'm an Irishman or not, I couldn't give a shiny shit, mate. I know I'm bleeding Irish. Look at me. Look at the big Irish head in me. You're no Irish, man. You're no Irish, man. You're no Irish, man. Go. Anyway. See ya. Here comes the future Liverpool player now onto the pitch, Jude Bellingham. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, I hope. We can but hope. Why is he not Irish? Because he doesn't hate the English. I mean, the cheek of me. Do you know what I mean? The cheek of me actually celebrating Liverpool's captain scoring a goal. The cheek of me. I mean, here's the hypocritical part. You're no Irish, man. Because of that, right? I support Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Where do they play? In England. Surely we're past the days of hatred. Surely they're over. Move on. Do you know what I mean? Now, if we're playing England, different ball game. Of course I want to win. But I have so many amazing mates from England that, you know, do I begrudge them a bit of happiness? Nope. I don't begrudge anybody a bit of happiness, me. I don't begrudge the Danes their happiness, the Italians or the Spanish. I love Goldbridge, but I can't deal with him singing 3 lines in a Liam Gallagher voice. Well, look, you know, I'm the singer. That's all I'm saying. I do it more terribly. Ignore the hate, said Sipsco. It's not that I was getting the hate there, mate. It's more the fact that I can't believe people are still that small-minded. Like, that's the problem right there. Is the past is the past. I know my Irish history. We know what happened. We don't need to be reminded. But we're a proud country doing our own thing in our own way. I don't do hatred. Not part of my MO. I just want people to be fucking happy. And whether you're English, Uzbekistani, I don't give a shit. If you're happy, have at it. You find someone to love in life, have at it. Your wife wants to shag Dave Bautista? Alright, there are levels and there are lines to be drawn. I'm English, love the Irish, top blokes and lasses, said James. BBC iPlayer isn't available here. If you're talking about the game for the if you're talking about the game for tonight for the Copa America, if you've got a Skybox, there is a way you can get the BBC red button to watch the games, mate. I'll hold it up to the screen for you now and show you the if you can Google satellite codes, but there is a way you can do it. If you've got a Skybox, you can get the code to watch the Copa America, which is being exclusively shown on the BBC iPlayer. I'll get the code up for you now. Right, so I don't know if the camera will pick this up. I'll hold it up for a second. I don't know if you'll be able to read that or not, but that is the code. Frequency 10.773, polarization H, symbol rate 22.0, FEC 5 out of 6, standard DVB-7, modular scheme is 8PSK, and that's where you'll be able to do. And yes, Surfshark, well, they're not sponsoring us yet, so they don't get the shout out yet, but yeah, Surfshark is another good option again. Which you can use to set up a private VPN. Green screen's killing it, but nobody can see. I did read the codes out to you, but yeah, just Google it. I mean, that's what I do for these things as well. And the BBC red button is one of the options you can get if you have a Skybox or a FreeSat dish. Just check out that code. That's how I've been watching the Copa America. Hi Craig, I'm a Mallorca season ticket holder. If you ever come over here, you're more than welcome to use my ticket and go to a game. That is so kind, Callum. Weirdly, a lot of people from Mallorca have been messaging us lately, talking about it. And look, I'd love to go over, mate. I'd absolutely love to go over to Mallorca and meet Liverpool fans. So if you know someone that has a Liverpool bar over there and wants us to come over and do a live show there, it'd be my pleasure. Right, England in the box again. Bellingham goes to ground, referee waves play on. We've 22 minutes to go in this one, and England safely through. Come to Liverpool, Craig. I'd love to meet you. We did it. We went to the beer keller. It was the day we played Wolves on the last game of the season. We were at the beer keller and we did do a meet up there. But apparently, if I go back to Liverpool, I'll be hung with barbed wire from Lime Street lamppost, according to the top Reds. In all honesty, they'll just come up and ask for a picture. But there you go. That's the threats that I get on a daily basis. Do I watch La Liga MX by any chance? I bet on it, but I don't watch it because, unless you're using a streaming app on the Are they thinking of coming together with the MLS for something? I don't know if it's a tournament or something. Somebody said earlier on, and I missed the comment and I meant to address it. Somebody said that the Copa America is the North American thing and not the South American thing. My apologies if I got that wrong. I do apologise on that one, mate. Sorry, you're obviously probably spot on it. But yeah, I didn't mean to cause any offence by that. If I'd said it, I just meant to say the Copa America was shy. Sorry, it doesn't. If it's North American, South American, sorry. My point still stands though. Why did I get banned for saying nothing at all? I didn't ban you, Jack. I didn't ban anybody, mate. And you couldn't be banned, or you wouldn't be able to be commenting. So maybe you were timed out or something, buddy. But I didn't ban you. Maybe it was one of the mods. Right. What else have we got? Craig, I just wanted to say, man, I discovered you prior to the Euros. Enjoy your stories. Enjoy your perspective on life. Keep being positive. Thank you so much, Kay Slater. Craig, where's your Austin 316 shirt? Oh, yeah, I love one of them, actually. Again, I will be going live at 10 o'clock straight after this for an Anfield Agenda late night agenda. So make sure you come along to that if you're a Liverpool fan. Do I watch League 1 and 2? No, not really, Jack, if I'm being honest with you, mate. Yes, Will, there will, or McGurk, there will be a late night agenda. Substitution here. Sir Harold of Tottenham has been taken off. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin is going to get a run out. So Harry Kane's got himself 2 goals today. He only needs one more to win me my bet. He knows that's on, you see. That's why. Saving himself for the next game. And again, to Jack World, I don't make the decisions on moderators either, mate. There's 2 people that look after the moderation. For obviously we've got more mods, but Kate and Dara. Dara is our chief moderator, and Kate is our vice captain, and they make all those decisions, buddy, not me. And I'm very thankful to them for all that they do and for all that our moderators do. Right, 17 minutes to go. What are we thinking, folks? We being greedy and wanting 5 here, or? Yeah, we are set up for a 10 o'clock stream. And I think we'll put a link into the top of the chat as it gets closer. Don't forget, if you do want to become an official member here on Anfield Agenda, you can use the link pinned to the top of the chat right now. It's $4.99 a month, like most other channels. You get use of our exclusive Discord group for members only. You get the Anfield Agenda emojis. You get the badge beside your name. Your name appears in green to me and other members. And you also help a bald Irishman start to live some dreams. Right, good save there from Jordan Pickford. Ukraine strike from distance. I mean, fair play to Ukraine for keeping going here, because they, there's no way back into this really. Will I be doing a golf watch along? The golf is, to me, mate, is just a way of ruining a good walk. I don't get the golf thing. Here's my sports: football, boxing, darts. That's the 3 things that I would say I watch regularly. Love you when you're on Goldbridge's channel. I'm being fucking channel once more, mate. He'll be dropping the Mark Goldbridge part out of That's Football if I become involved. That's number 1 on the list of things. Your energy is unmatchable. You seem so genuine. You've all the respect in the world for me. Thank you, buddy. I've had great fun on That's Football. It's it's been when he lets me talk, when he lets me get a word in, it's been fun. But yeah, it is something we're talking about doing more permanently throughout the season. We haven't really had time to sit down and talk properly yet, but we are going to talk about me going on there regularly, as well as doing Anfield Agenda stuff, of course. Nothing's changing there. Are you going to watch the McGregor fight? I'll watch it, but I won't be doing a watch along of it. I'll just be watching it, mate. Craig, were you at the Liverpool parade for the Champions League? No, I wasn't, mate. No, I wasn't. No, unfortunately, I wasn't, mate. There's not a hope I'd have been able to cope with that, with it being that busy as well. that many people around. Handball there from the Ukraine. Referee pulls it up. Free kick to England. 15 to go. What would happen to Mundo Sporto? Mundo Sporto will be reworked into my personal channel, so it will be, I can't tell you the name of it yet because I don't want anyone to rob it, but it will be turned into a channel where I have some really, I think, are really good ideas for shows, and it will be all about, again, trying to make people smile and be happy and, you know, have a bit of fun. So don't unsubscribe to Mundo Sporto. If anything, subscribe to it more, because I think you'll really enjoy the plans that we have for insert name here channel. And plus we you know, it's up to 25k, something like that now. I'm a United fan, but you're my favourite fan channel. That means a lot, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Just sincere, no joke. I'm deadly serious. Mick said Thunder about every 11 seconds. I'm your Thunder buddy, Mick. Don't you worry about that. Me and you, pal. Thunder buddies. Craig, is Dara in Discord? Yes, he is, Scotty. You could do general football talk on Mundo. No, see, the point about that, mate, is that if I'm doing, I'll end up doing that on That's Football. So Mundo will be non-sports anymore if that happens. If I don't go on to That's Football, I'll keep Mundo Sporto up and do what we're doing. But as things stand, it's looking like I probably will end up on That's Football on a regular basis next season, and I will turn Mundo Sporto into, insert name here, Craig's channel. How would you rate winning the FA Cup? It would be 4th on my list of trophies, because I'm odd. I know people are going to go, what's 4th? Yeah, I actually prefer the League Cup. I don't know why, I just think Liverpool and the League Cup go hand in hand. Will I ever do any Copa America live streams? No, mainly because everybody else in my house would be asleep at that time, and you know, I can't be really shouting. And also, much like boxing, when it's on late, I like to just chill back and watch it and enjoy it as a fan myself. And you know, it's my me time, really. You're like a brother that I never had. Oh man, that is one of the nicest things I've ever seen written. Thank you. I never had a brother or sister either. Yeah, my parents would have liked to have had a lot of kids, but unfortunately my mum had a lot of miscarriages, and even had to have her womb stitched just to carry me to full term. So yeah, I mean, that's lovely, mate. Thank you. People often say it's like coming on and having a chat with a mate, and that's how I look at it from my side. I think that I just have chat with people out there that I hope to meet in person someday, but that is, honestly, you've made my night with that, mate. It's one of the kindest things anyone's ever said to me. Thank you. Right, Zinchenko moving it across right hand side. Again, Ukraine still going to their immense credit. Corner to them now, right hand side. Thoughts on the game? Very impressive from England, lads, let's be honest. Absolutely just blown Ukraine away here. But what a set of semi-finals we're going to have. England versus Denmark, that's going to be a belter, and Italy versus Spain, that's going to be a belter. So I'm looking forward to the games. Ball in, headed away by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So what's this next one? Thoughts on Shaw? I think Shaw's a very good left back. I've said that. This season I think he was probably the best left back in the Premier League. All in all, I wouldn't swap Robbo for anybody, but I think it's fair to give Luke Shaw the credit he deserves this season. I thought he was excellent, but you know, none of us would swap Robbo at Liverpool, because Robbo is just a machine, and you know, what him and Trent do is amazing. But you know, I'm not somebody that doesn't give credit where it's due. I think Luke Shaw had a very good season. You are our mate, Craig. Oh, thank you, Yordi. Did you see the racist comments made by Yanks of Cop? No, I didn't own. So I you know, I can't speak to them or of them because I don't know the context or what was said. I just don't understand why anyone does the hatred stuff. Like, I get it that it sells and people like banter, but I think banter can be done in a fun way. It doesn't always have to be, I hope your stadium burns to the ground and I hate every single one of you. I don't get that. I think that's just... I think people that aren't clever enough to be more fun in the way that they do it, or creative. But no, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what they said. So, wannabe brothers, Craig. There you go. My brother from another mother. We went to different schools together. Do I do fantasy football? I do, Adam, but very, very badly. I've always said this. I am absolute dog shit at FPL. Terrible. Oh, ball over the top. Good bit of pace. Can you keep it in, Rashford? No, can't quite get there. 9 minutes to go, and England are sailing into the semi-finals, which will be at Wembley, and they will be taking on Denmark. Very tasty set of semi-finals we have. England, Denmark, Spain, Italy. Craig, what football club in Ireland would you support if I didn't support Liverpool? Well, the answer is Shelbourne, because my family, most of my family are Shelbourne fans. By family I mean uncles and cousins and stuff. But I also have an affinity to Bray Wanderers because I grew up very close, about 4 or 5 miles away from the Carlisle ground. I played in a couple of cup finals there, and if I ever won the Euro Millions or anything like that, I'd love to own Bray Wanderers and move them to a new stadium somewhere off the M50 or something, you know, in the Bray area. So, and you used to be able to go up in the bowling alley and watch the games for free anyway, because you could see into the Carlisle grounds. So yeah, the answer is Shelbourne is the club that I would class as my Irish club, but I would love to buy Bray Wanderers someday. Thoughts on Waterford FC? They've gone downhill a lot. I don't know what the situation is there financially, Jack. But yeah, Waterford have fallen down a bit, and Cork as well. I mean, I won't say I'm the most knowledgeable on the League of Ireland, but I try and keep up with what I can. I did see the send-off Dundalk gave Gary Sheehan, is that his name? Which was unbelievable, amazing. I mean, fair play to the Dundalk fans. That was top notch. Who's the greatest finisher ever? Robbie Fowler or Van Basten? Look, I don't care what the correct answer is. My answer is Robbie Fowler. Marco van Basten's goal in, I think it was Euro 88, was just ridiculous. You know the goal I'm talking about. I think wasn't it Overmars had a similar one for Arsenal, or maybe it was for Holland. But look, Robbie Fowler every day of the week for me. Chris Shields, yes, unbelievable send off. I mean, brilliant, absolutely brilliant from the Dundalk fans, unbelievable, and what a man as well. What, 9.5 years at a single club. Went up then, I think he signed for Linfield now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was top notch, and I mean, it warmed my heart just seeing it, because that's class, just class. That's all I can say. It was a class moment. Suarez or Fowler? Fowler, but Suarez was a better footballer, if that makes any sense. Robbie Fowler is one of the most natural goal scorers I've ever seen, but Luis Suarez did stuff with a football that I've never seen someone do. Like, as I said before, he can nutmeg a mermaid. Like, great servant indeed, absolutely. I mean, it was great to see Jack, fans from all clubs come out and say, yeah, Gary Shields, what a servant to Dundalk, to the League of Ireland. And that's what I love. That's what I love about football, Jack, is that, you know, we all have our rivalries in our clubs and stuff, but we all appreciate the greats. We appreciate the people who bust a gut week in and week out, give everything for the club, for the league, for the towns. And yeah, it was lovely to see that. It really did warm the old heart. Craig, you're so good. Thank you, Canade. I mean, I hope that's Ibrahima. If so, send me a signed shirt, dude. Do you know what I mean? Imagine it was scenes if it was Ibrahima Canade watching the channel and all. Ukraine, again, snuffed out by England. They've won it back. Still Ukraine. And England with Jordan Henderson back heels in his own box. Now that's what my captain does. Jadon Sancho brings it away now. Little dummy by Rashford. Trippier has it left side. We're into the final 5 minutes now. What do you think the chances of Denmark winning it out? Look, honestly, I think Denmark-England is going to be a very difficult game. Denmark play with a really high intensity, and they've played together, that group of players, for a good while. Very settled, England, of course, have home advantage at Wembley. It's a semi-final. It's just good for the tournament, and yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how both semi-finals go. It's a tough service for League of Ireland lads. Don't get the praise they deserve. Massively overlooked by the Irish public. You know what, Jack? I have to agree with you, and I'm guilty of that as well. I only said to Connor recently, when this COVID stuff's over, I want to get out and about to more League of Ireland stuff, because I really should be out there supporting it more, mate, and doing more stuff. A friend of mine actually is the head of youth development at Wexford FC. A guy I grew up playing football with, so I'm going to go down and watch a couple of his sessions down there when I can. Gonna want to try get to a few more games myself, and yeah, you're right, mate, I don't disagree with you. And the League of Ireland, I think, has progressed from what I've watched when I've seen the games. Certainly I've been very impressed with some of the standard of football. So you're spot on, mate. I don't disagree with you. Who would I support in the Premier League if I didn't support Liverpool? Newcastle. Again, I like the Geordies. Good group of people. Do I watch any NFL? Yeah, I'm a blow-in, Bradley. Last year was my first year that I watched it, but when I say I watched it, I mean I really watched it. Like, I watched every show I could get because I got really, really into it. And now I get it, and I'll be hooked. I'll be watching NFL seasons now forever. So yeah, I mean, it took me a while to get into it, but I do appreciate it now, I really do. Have I heard of True Geordie? Of course I know the legend that is True Geordie, mate. Yeah, of course I do. What top man. Great career, great content, and yeah, of course I know True Geordie. I've never met him now. I've met Lawrence, but never met Brian. How good was Heskey for Liverpool? He was good. I think he was, he was underrated by some. Emile Heskey was a good footballer. Do I watch the NBA? I don't. I've tried it. I've tried to get into it, mate. I really have, but I can't get into it. I just can't. Is your wife still here? She's probably upstairs, yeah. So, if anyone does watch the NFL, who are your teams? Let me know in the chat. And don't forget, we'll be live. There's a link there. If you click on it right at the top of the chat, when this stream is over, it'll bring you straight into the chat for the Anfield Agenda Late Night Agenda. Again, if you're going to have any punts around the Euros, maybe England on the semis, don't forget to check out the Boyle Sports app. And as England keep going on in the tournament, you still have the option of that €10, £10 risk-free bet. Stick a tenner on any market around the England games. If it doesn't come up, Boyle will refund you a €10 or £10 free bet to your account to use as you like. And thank you to Boyle for sponsoring our watch-alongs. Seattle Seahawks, Steelers. Do I like rugby? I watch it, Quinch, yeah, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but I watch the Six Nations. I'd watch the Lions. I always like the Lions stuff because I always like their shirts. The British and Irish Lions shirts are always gorgeous. Carolina Panthers, Seattle Seahawks again. Another Seahawks fan. Who do I support? I see, this is weird because people are going to think I'm a glory hunter, but let me explain why. Packers, because I love the way Aaron Rodgers plays. I just like Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, Packers. Blomberg as well, same as myself, Packers. Yeah, I do like the Packers. I like Aaron Rodgers. I was a bit worried when there's that standoff over his contract and stuff as well. But yeah, I just love the way he gets on with the game. Oh, you meant Northern Irish League, Bradley. Sorry, dude. No, I don't watch it. Referee hasn't even played a second's injury time there, folks. He's blown up. He's given it the mercy blow. England have beaten the Ukraine by 4-0 to progress to the semi-finals of the Euros. They will take on Denmark at Wembley in what is set up to be an absolutely intriguing affair. Really appreciate you guys being with me tonight. Thank you so much. Don't forget, I will be back live in 10 minutes. There is a link pinned to the top of the chat right there now. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes for the late night agenda. To any English fans that are watching, congratulations. Best of luck in the semi-final. To any Danish fans watching, right, same to you guys. Italians and Spanish, of course, the same. And yeah, impressive display from Gareth Southgate's men. Thank you to Boyle Sports. Thank you to you guys for watching. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.